Well, people, guess who's back? It's your boy, Uncle FLV. Uncle Derek is back with another reaction, man. Just stay tuned for the channel. We got a lot of updates happening. You need to stay tuned to the channel. Got a big update. Probably after. I'm probably going to wait until about maybe a couple of weeks to drop my some news that's going on with me and the channel. So just stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's get right into it. I'm coming back to a diss, Average Cat Jay-Z diss. This is no guessing. He put in the title Jay-Z diss. So there ain't no confusion of what we are about to listen to. If you're not a Rockefeller aficionado, I know that, of course, you know what happened between Jay-Z and Dame in the crew splitter, but also you notice now that the only person that's pretty much cool with Jay right now is Bleak. So a lot of upheaval happened in the Rockefeller, stuff after they broke up. So let's get right into it. I'm ready to hear this because I'm very curious of what Sigel got to say. 7 minutes, bro. You got a lot on your mind for 7 minutes. Let's go. I talk way too much. Let's go.
I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. What you talking about? I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. What you talking about? I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
Real quick, that's Hell on Earth. That's Prodigy. Mobb Deep. Let's go.
What you talking about?
Average cat, F-rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
I ain't talking about the prop, I ain't talking about the rock. I don't talk about mine. Why will I talk on what you got? What you talking about? Cause you ain't talking about a lot, nigga. I'm from the ghetto, so I talk about the block. They say in every rhyme that I talk about my Glock, but I squeeze for real and don't do no talking when I pop. Puta maricon, cabron, then you drop, and I stand on my own. I don't be talking to no cops. And I ain't talking for Chris, and I ain't talking for Neat, and I ain't talking for Spark, and I ain't talking for Free. I ain't talking for crack. I got words for Oski, but I ain't talking about that. I'm talking for me. BC the sequel, better yet the prequel. Never fear for war. Cause Hog know I speed still for that thing of ours, 2EDIE. My brother's keeper like Nino and G. That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't average cat.
So far, I haven't heard of this yet. However, well, maybe a little bit because he talks about the State Property Crew. Of course, you remember the State Property Crew. You remember the Rock Boys. You remember all of that stuff. But he says, I ain't talking for Chris or Neef. You know who Chris and Neef is. I ain't talking for Sparks or Freeway. Then he said, I ain't talking for crack, but I got words for Oskino. So maybe him and Oskino got beef. And you notice who he ain't mentioning right now. He ain't mentioning Bleak right now. So he's just talking about his guys from State Property. Those guys, the youngins, right, that came in. Remember Hot 97? They all got there and rapped. Right? Remember those guys, right? You haven't heard that, go look up that freestyle. But anyway, so far, man, he said that they say in every round we talk about my Glock. Hey, but anyway, so far, man, I think he's laying the legwork to get us into it. So right now, I haven't heard a hard diss towards Jay yet, but let's keep rocking. Say my brother's keeper. I keep it like Nino and G. Of course, Nino and G. Of course, from the New Jack City movie. Nino and G Money, and you know what happened between those two, right? Anyway, let's keep rocking.
Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. What you talking about? I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. What you talking about? I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. What you talking about? I ain't average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
I'm a grown ass man, I don't sit on niggas' laps, and I ain't looking for no gifts out of Santa Claus sack. Saying they ain't real, let alone is he black. Catch him coming down my chimney and the Mac could go. Get a dog, get a cat. I bet the cat grip the tongue of you rats. Niggas extend their hands, put their heads in their lap. Scared to face the man in the mirror, Mike Jack. The mere sight of beans raise the hairs on your back. Niggas talking about compared to seed, you whack. rap. I know you want to talk about that, but since niggas talking, let's talk about facts. From the city where it's long dark nights here, where hard knock life's real. MJ, Annie, are you with me? I'm so bad, I'm a smooth criminal. I'm a thriller holding a snub with a glove that don't glitter, nigga.
I ain't the average cat.
I got a lot to talk about on this bar. People, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Now we got some bars coming up. Okay. Let's break this down real quick. I don't want to spend too long because this song is already 7 minutes. And if you've been with me this long, I appreciate it. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't sit on dudes' laps. Ain't looking for no gifts out of Santa Claus sack. Santa ain't real, let alone easy black coming down my chimney. He's going to the Mac go crack. So again, let's break this down real quick. So he's saying, I'm not looking for a handout from Jay-Z. I don't want nothing from Jay-Z. I'm not sitting on his lap. I'm not begging for crap from him. And looking for no gifts out of his sack. I'm not asking for anything. And then he says, if he comes down my chimney, the Mac go crack. Brack. And then it goes down to scared to my face, the man in the mirror, Mike Jack. The mirror seeing the beans raise the hairs on your back. Okay, if you follow any of this whole stuff, Beanie said that Jay called the police on him. And then he hid behind his bodyguards. So now, the sight of seeing me, Candyman, or the man in the mirror, Mike Jack, the hair was up on your neck. That's a crazy bar right there. And then he keeps going down talking about that. He's saying, where I'm from, dude, from Philly, it's a real hard knock life. Of course, going back to the Hard Knock Life song with the Annie theme Jay-Z had, he said, MJ, Annie, are you okay? Again, I'm so bad. I'm a smooth criminal. I'm a thriller. Of course, all Michael Jackson songs. Crazy so far. Then he said the snub, holding the snub with the glove that don't glitter. Again, he's starting to pick up the pieces here. So let's keep going.
Fuck rap, I'm trying to make cream and that's that. I ain't the average cat. Fuck rap.
Hold on, y'all. Let me turn up in my headphones just a little bit. Let's turn it up. I need some more volume. Okay.
Trying to make cream and that's that. I ain't the average cat. Fuck rap, I'm trying to make cream and that's that. I ain't the average cat.
That's too much volume.
I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
This ain't a diss record.
Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. It's a little bit too much volume now. Way too much. All right. See, we're doing this live. We ain't doing no edits right now. Let's go.
I ain't the average cat. Fuck rap, I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
This ain't a diss record, this a real record. How I feel to get exposed, don't you feel naked? I was the fly on the wall, the shit I witnessed. I can say shit that make B look at you different. And my gangster wasn't never on trial, but I was and stood up tall, no snitch. But the rapper Sean called the police on me, cause I was front row at the Blueprint 3. Jeez, I just wanted to see him MC and reminisce when we was the ROC. But he called on the COPs. Not only that, he brought in the FEDs. So that's telling me FUC, so FU2, yeah, F bleep 3. See, whether I rap or riddle out this motherfucker, pack a gat, keep a pistol out this motherfucker, crack a brick down the middle out this motherfucker, my name good in every hood out this motherfucker, motherfucker.
Average cat. Fuck rap, I'm trying to make cream and that's that.
Have not heard this song, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, but I've seen the little YouTube shorts about Beanie talking about his experience with Jay-Z. So here we go. He said, this ain't a diss record. It's a real record. How it feel to be exposed? Do you feel naked? Then he said, I can say some stuff that make B look at you different. Beyonce look at you different. So now he mentioning wives. Rule number one, in the rap game, it ain't no rules, but be prepared. When you start mentioning significant others, everything's on the table. I don't think Jay-Z gonna respond to this anyway. But again, he opened that up to let that happen. Anyway, the rapper Sean called the police on me and I was front row of the Blueprint 3. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. He said he called the cops on it. And then he says, by doing that, you saying F you, Sigel. Then he says F you 2 and F bleak 3. 1, 2, 3. F you 2 and F bleak 3. Of course. Okay, here we go. The only one that's really close with Jay to a certain extent right now is Bleak out of that whole thing. So there you have it, Memphis Bleak. This is whether I rap a riddle out of this MFer, or pack a gat and keep a pistol out this MFer. So basically saying we can do it any way you want to do it. We can take it to the street, we can take it to the wax, however you want to do it. And by the way, my name is still good out here. Of course, while your name is being muddied across the globe right now because you're being questioned on all kinds of stuff. Anyway, wow. Friends become foes and enemies.
I ain't the average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. I ain't the average cat. Fuck rap. I'm trying to make cream and that's that. I ain't the average cat. Who gives a fuck about a goddamn
That's all we got?
Real rap.
Okay, here we go.
See, I think I held my tongue long enough about this whole Rockefeller situation.
Let me hear it.
I was the realest thing that happened to The Rock. The Rock was just a rock. I brought the fellas the Rockefeller Records, Hot 97, State Property, y'all remember?
Yeah.
I brought the street cred to that. That thing etched in stone. I fought all them battles. Me, that's who. Jadakiss, Nas, Dipset. Anybody you would have told me to go after. You ain't even, matter of fact, you ain't even have to tell me. I front line for that rock. For that finger bars, for that diamonds that people was throwing up. I'd have took a bullet for rock at that time, nigga. This ain't about $1. This ain't about me hating on you, cuz, or anything. Cause I never asked you for $1. When I came home from jail during my year in the day, when you ain't come one day to come see me, not one picture, a letter, I went to the office and asked you, let me off Rockefeller Records out that situation, cause somebody, no name, no blame, wanted me, and they wanted to give me some real money. And you bounced that tennis ball around in your office for an hour and went back and forth with me and told me you ain't want to let me go. You remember that, don't you? You even asked me did I want some money, and I told you I don't want your money. But you was in a position to make me get my own money, and you couldn't do that. But Sigel was so real, and you'll never go to jail again, cause you knew I was shooting. If my life was a movie, Sigel be the sequel. You ain't fair for war, cause Sigel was in the field. It's etched in stone, dog. My gangsta ain't never been on trial. But guess what? How Tupac say? I ain't mad at you. I understand everybody can't go, and you already home. Oh, and don't get it huffed up. This ain't the green light for everybody to start making a diss Jay-Z records. Nah, I still got love for the nigga. This me taking my brother in the yard for 5 minutes, cause I got a knot in my chest that need to get unloosed. When you got love for a motherfucker, don't go away that easy. See, many people gonna walk in and out your life, but only real friends leave footprints on your heart, dog.
Well, that's true.
But I think yours fading in the sand.
Wow.
And that's real rap. And if me and you don't never talk again, dog, and I gotta holler at you via MC on this mic, what up? How you say? Scream at me. The richest man ain't the one with his first dollar, dog. It's the one who still got his first friend.
Whoa. Whoa.
Rockefeller for life, nigga. It's the rock.
Whoa, bro. He pretty much summed up his whole rap in this, what he just said, especially the part about I didn't want your money. I didn't want that. The part about him not being fit for war. My gangsta ain't been on trial. And then he said this ain't no green light to make a Jay-Z diss records now. But then he says the richest man ain't the one who got his first dollar. It's the one who got his first friend. That is crazy. All I can say, look at LeBron James, man. Look at LeBron James. I don't know if those guys were his first friends, but look what he's done with his friends in his circle, what they have done, what they're doing. That is crazy. Anyway, the man went to jail. He went all them battles for them. Him and Freeway. Don't forget about Freeway. Freeway was that guy too. I don't know, man. When you hear stuff like this, makes you think have people in a different light. But again, it's two sides to every story, and I ain't heard but one side right now. Not saying my man's telling a story or lying, but again, stories out there circulate, right? And some it's truth to every story almost, right? But, oh man, that's crazy. We'll see what happens. I don't think Jay gonna get back on the mic again. Period. I don't think Jay rapping anymore. I think Jay's done. However, we'll see if Bleak comes out and try to cover up for him. We'll see. I don't know. Since he called him out, we'll see. All right, man. Average Cat. Tell me what you think about it. Put it down in the comments, man. We back. FLB, subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.
Just like music.